My dream is to have a big family here in Ireland. Yeah, because I have 6 children. The 6 children maybe will be married by the white people, maybe Irish people or Poland people. And then now my family will be mixed. I hope to have a big family here in Ireland. I hope to have many grandchildren. My dream, it is my children to have a good education here. And I hope they will do, because my first son, he's now in university. I hope he will be well, and he will help me when in the future.
So I would like to have then on Bob the road the government. But we now this business from the other meeting. And then I about if I went to be on I don't know. But I can understand that, no.
Well, what's important for me, I suppose, obviously the first thing is that my family are happy, that they, I suppose, try to live their dreams. Again, I was to put it in one sentence, is that they live and fulfill their dreams. That would be my ideal for family. I think a lot of families, there might be love, there might be care, but sometimes the sharing isn't there. And I'm not 100% sure that is the sharing not there because there's a feeling maybe within some members of the family that maybe the love isn't there. I suppose then again, is there a difference between a successful family and the ideal family? It depends on how you measure success. To me, a successful family is a family where that, I suppose, are united, they are, as I say, sharing. I mean, someone else might consider a successful family is a family where everyone has had major achievements. I don't see a major achievement as being an indicator of success in life. It may be a success in one aspect. It means more, I think, to, I suppose, achieve, particularly in family, a sense of unity, a sense of, and I keep going back to the caring and sharing, because that to me is, it's very important. It's extremely important.
For me, a family, the ultimate component I would feel that makes it is love and care. But love, you know, again, that word can be very much thrown around, but yet what is love and care for a family? It can be from the point of view of maybe having to look after either a small child, a child who would be ill, an aging parent, or a parent who could be ill. It could be a spouse, it could be various different things. And that, you can love somebody, but that may not actually support you in your caring day to day of them. That's a different element, you know, I would feel anyway. And a family for me is where all of those components are pulled together, and that person feels loved and cared for in all aspects of their lives, you know. Now, it may not always be a very positive experience, because sometimes it can be difficult for either the person, if somebody is sick, for example, and they have to be cared for, then their inability to be independent, and that can be very challenging for them. Equally for the carer, it can be very challenging that they have to look after them, you know. But for me, that's family, you know, when somebody is there and they may not be DNA related, but they have that love and that caring and that looking out for that person.
my dream within my own family life, recently married, and John and I, my husband, we have a very good, faithful relationship. We're very good together. I was a little bit older getting married, so I was 45 getting married. And I remember when we were preparing for the ceremony, our sacrament, and we were preparing our mass booklets, we sat down and discussed whether or not we would leave in the booklet and in the ceremony, were we willing to accept the children that God may send us. And obviously I'm very aware of that biological clock is ticking away. But we decided to leave it there. We decided it was relevant. The understanding we came to was that God can provide those children in many different ways. It may not be biologically, but maybe it might be through the realm of fostering or adoption. And that within our relationship, within our marriage, we do see children, however they may come. And I suppose we trust in that. Also through my work and my husband's work, we see the need, and we encounter a lot of children who need love and need structure. So I suppose the dream for my family unit is that children will become a part of it, however they get there, however they show up. Because if we can share some of the love and trust and respect and understanding that we have for each other, and we can pass that down to a child or children, we'd be very blessed to do so, and we like to consider that we will do so.
My dream in life would be to see my family grow, and no matter what their decisions are, I'd be there, to back them on. Because in a family you would have to decide whether to go with your family or not. If their decision was bad, you kind of decide that you have to kind of accept it, because our generations after changing for what way families are and relationships between people. When I grow up and I get married, I wanted to be bonded from the Catholic Church as I grew up, to be in that faith, to pass it on to my generation, to still keep the Catholic faith going on, so it'd be on for generations.
My hopes and dreams for my family are that they have been coping very well so far, and I really hope that they will continue to look after their health. And my deep feeling is that life the way it is, one never knows what's going to happen next, and that they will be able to cope with whatever. They'll have the strength to cope with whatever life sends them along the way. And I think when people, acknowledge the sorrows in their life, they can proceed with their life in joy. So I'm hoping that's the way they'll proceed with their life, and I'm hoping that myself, with my example of my own faith, and sometimes sharing a story with them, maybe a little bit from a homily, but not in a preachy way, that somewhere down the road, that they will learn and get to know the God that I know, the presence that I know, and the sense of spirit that I have in my life. But it doesn't really worry me, because it took me a long time to get there. And I know they're fundamentally good people as they are, and they're okay as they are. And God willing, all these things will come to pass.
To do whatever we can, I think, to renew the sense in people of the importance of marriage. A good marriage where people love each other and help each other and support each other and pray together and practice their faith together. So then they can provide a secure, loving environment, a secure, loving, compassionate, faithful environment for the children. That's the best gift we can give to children. That's what children need most of all. That's what can give them healing and love and consolation and security, a sense of well-being, a sense of meaning, a sense of belonging. So this work for families is the most important work that the whole world can do. And the Pope sees that. And that's why he's so much, putting so much emphasis on the renewal of family life, the renewal of marriage and the renewal of family life. The reality is this terrible suffering among our children. Adults are suffering too. Maybe many adults are suffering because they didn't get good family life when they were growing up. And people know it. But also, we know there's a path to, what the Pope is saying, there's a path to a new life here for you as the parents, and a path, and then so we can give that new life to children. And the path to healing, to consolation, to strength, to new life for parents is find Jesus in your life. Get close to him. Renew your love for him. Let him into your life.